Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial today with the Anastasia Subculture palette. This is brand new and I'm loving it so far. There is a lot of variety in these shadows as well as the colors. So I'm excited to see where it's going to kind of take us today. I don't really have a look in mind. Let's get started. I just have my brows on right now and I'm going to start with primer. My favorite primer right now is from Hailey's Beauty. I'm just going to smooth that over my T-zone. This is really good. It's very, very smoothing. It kind of reminds me of, I like anything that's similar to Smashbox's pore minimizing primer, just because I love that texture and consistency, and I feel like it smooths my skin out really, really well to create a good canvas for foundation. Especially for people who have oily skin, I feel like it's just kind of the best texture out there. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to use is the mixture of combination foundations that I have, which is, oh my god, is this such a beauty blogger thing to happen? Lashes stuck on everything. I'm using the L'Oreal Pro Glow 205. And this is super liquidy. I love the consistency of this. So I mix this in because it gives me that nice dewy look, but the shade is actually a little light for me, so I like to go in with the 105 L'Oreal Pro Matte, which is just a more matte formula, and this shade matches me a little bit better. I've gotten super tan this summer for some reason. I've just been tanning every single time I step out into the sun, so I just get darker and darker and darker, and my foundation is absolutely not keeping up with me. And I'm going to use my Nude Beauty Blender, which is my absolute favorite. I'm just going to smooth this all over my skin. So I'm going to just set my face with some yellow powder. This is the Lorac Pro Contour Kit. I've been using this yellow powder for a long time, so I just kind of stick with it. It works, and then I like the contour shades as well. And I'm also going to use the It Cosmetics Airbrush CC, and that's what it looks like. I'm just going to use that to set the rest of my face. Okay. I'm going to move on to bronzing my skin up a little bit, and I've been loving, if I can find it, the Makeup Geek Fair Skin Bronzer in Sunkissed. I'm not fair, but this shade works really, really well for my skin. I'm normally a medium, but this one works really, really well. So that's what it looks like. I am using the Luxie Wonder Woman collection. This one is in 834. This is their contour brush. It's amazing, guys. I love it. So I'm just going to go into the hollows of my cheeks and just kind of bronze it up a little bit. I like the angle and the firmness. Some of the contour brushes I've used in the past are really long, so they're really flimsy. They go back and forth. This one, it just gets right in there, and it has just enough stiffness and give that it works perfectly. So I really like it. I would recommend it. Okay, I'm going to go in with a little bit of blush, and I'm using the Arbonne blush in Blossom. I love this one a lot. I'm just using a Tarte brush, and this one's a nice stippling brush, and then I like to just kind of blend that into my contour and then up into where my highlight is going to be. And then sometimes I go in a little bit afterwards because the highlight and the blush, the contour, all gets kind of messed up. But I'm going to go in next with highlight. I'm using the Jouer Skinny Dip highlight. I love this. I just started using it. I picked it up at Generation Beauty, and I've been loving it so far. I think it has like a very, very nice vibrant highlight if you want it. And then if you want something dewier, you can obviously just use like a softer hand. But I feel like this works great. Okay. So I'm going to be using the Subculture palette on my eyes, and this is what it looks like. And I'm going to just start with some of the oranges and greens and then see where it goes from there. So I'm picking up New Wave, that one, and Roxy. on a Morphe M441 brush. I'm just going to put that into my, my crease as the transition shade. Okay, I'm going to use a clean brush and blend that out with Roxy. I'm going to take a smaller brush. This is a Smith Cosmetics 230 brush. It's just super, super tiny. I think I'm going to go for a bit of a halo eye. So far I have used Roxy, New Wave, Edge in the transition and crease areas. And I put a little bit of fudge in my crease. So I'm just going to take New Wave and fudge. And there is a bit of fallout with this palette. It's not more than I can handle, but there is a little bit, so just be careful when you're mixing the colors up. And I'm just going to go into my, not my inner corner, but right in that inner crease, and just kind of build that up like that. It's always easiest to start small and then build it up rather than going in with too much, and then it's harder to work from there. So I'm just blending it out a tiny little bit, and then I know I want that orange to be smokier, so I'm going to go in again with a bigger fluffy brush that I had used, and then dip into New Wave and Roxy, and then use those colors to blend it out even more. So now I want to deepen up the crease just a little bit. I'm going to go in with a smaller brush just because it's easier to focus. And I'm going to pick up fudge and just a little bit of rowdy. I'm literally just going to place it. I'm not even going to blend it with this brush. And then a little bit on the inner corners. I'm kind of blending it up because I want more of a halo effect, and I want this to be a shimmer shade at the end. I'll pop that in at the very, very end, but I do want to kind of blend it up. Okay, so I want to go back in with that orange, so I'm going to pick up New Wave and a little bit of Roxy, and just do the same thing that I've been doing, is just blending it through each time I place a color down. Okay, so I want to deepen it up a little bit more. I just like to go in intervals. I don't want to put too much down at first, so I'm just adding a little bit more as we go. I do like the rowdy, so I'm just going to pick that one up on its own. And then just add a little bit more right on the outer edges. And then I'll just do a little bit more of fudge just because I like that brown neutral shade and I feel like it's blending together very well with the orange. A little bit more on the inner corners. I want to make sure they're even. And then this might be the last little bit of darkness that I add. And I'm going to go in again with New Wave and just blend that through. I like to blend in circular motions. I feel like that works best for my eye shape. Again, obviously tailor everything to your own eye and face shape. But if you have eyes that look similar to mine, I find that blending in circular motions rather than windshield wiper motions works best because I don't really have much of an indent on my eyes. Okay, so I think that's about it that I'm going to do for the top. I'm going to add a color on the lower half, and I'm loving the greens. I feel like if I don't use a green in this, it's not really a Subculture look. So I'm going to pick up both Untamed and Axis, and I'm probably going to add more Axis as I go along, and then maybe a little bit of Rowdy just to deepen it up and smoke out that lower lash line. But I am going to start first with Untamed and just a little bit of Axis. I'm just going to hold my lower lash line down. So I'm going to pick up a clean brush. There's nothing on this right now. I'm going to pick up Destiny, actually. I didn't even notice this one as I was naming off the greens. But I feel like this one would be a good one to just blend it through right now. And there is a little bit of fallout, so I just want to make sure that everything is all cleaned up and good to go before we add any more colors. Okay. I am going to take that same pencil brush that I used for Untamed, and I'm going to go into Axis. Using a clean, smaller brush, I'm going to dip into Cube right here, which is a like shimmery white. I'm going to pop that into the inner corners. It actually has a little bit of a pink reflect to it. I don't know if that's showing up on camera at all, but it looks really beautiful. And then for the lid shade right here, I'm going to go with either Electric or Adorn. I feel like they're both pretty vibrant. I might actually go with, Actually, I might keep it matte up there because I feel like I like the way that it looks right now. So I'm going to take a clean, or rather clean brush, pick up Dawn, and I'm just going to kind of place that down just to blend the colors together and leave it as is. So I'm happy with the way that looks. Cool. All right, I'm going to curl my lashes. I'm going to use the Urban Decay Cannonball Mascara. Okay, I'm going to put my lashes on after this. Okay, so I am using Sedusa Cosmetics, and the lashes style is Genie. This is the box that it came in, and I am just waiting for them to dry. This is the style. This is what it looks like. It's kind of wispy, and it's pretty long. I like that, so I had to cut off a lot of it just to make sure it would fit my eye. So I'm just waiting for it to dry, and I'm going to pop them on. Okay, so the lashes are on, finally. I just curled them a little bit and added some liquid liners so you can't see the glue. I'm going to put my lipstick on. I'm still deciding what I should use. I did get this cute little box from Nude Sticks from Generation Beauty. It's in collaboration with a lot of different beauty bloggers. So they have, things are falling. They had like 4 or 5 that they sent me. My favorite, I've already used it like twice, is this one in the shade Purity. This one's super, super nice. Let me actually swatch it. So it's like a nice deep brown pink mauve. This is probably what I'm going to go with. So I'm going to put it on. And it glides on super, super soft. It's called their, I believe it's called their Magnetic Mattes. It doesn't say on here, but it says lip and cheek pencil. Oh, I didn't even know that. So I guess you can blend it onto your cheeks. That's pretty cool. So I just blended Purity with a little bit of Pulse, which is just a little bit, oh, it's actually lighter. So it's a little more neutral, it's a little bit lighter, and just blending it in the center. I'm going to finish off with a little bit more highlight. I just want to add a little bit more to the cheeks. And that is the final look. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in and watching me create this look with the Anastasia Subculture palette. I hope you guys will tune in again. I'm going to be making a lot more videos, so I really appreciate all of your support and love, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye!